So what's going on guys, Kids here and welcome back to a brand new video. For today I will show you the best and highest DPS Frost Vortex build in once human. So in this build guide I will explain what weapons and armor you wanna get. Then I will show you every single mod and what is the best Cradle upgrades and deviants to use. And then lastly we will take a closer look at the gameplay, so you would know the reason behind every single build choice and what exactly will give us this insane damage and much more. So, if this sounds interesting to you, then let's get right into it. So then let's move over to the new Frost Vortex build. And right now this is the highest single target DPS build in the game, with insane area of effect, all while debuffing your enemies and healing yourself in the process. So let's start with the weapon, and we are going to be using the Cam Abyss Glance with the Vortex multiplayer mod. So our goal with this weapon is to keep beaming the enemy, and the more we do, the higher the vortex damage and buffs we will be able to achieve. Then for the second weapon we have the D50 Wildfire pistol with the vulnerability amplifier, the bullseye mod. This weapon will also be able to deal insane damage, but it's more meant for close range fights, or if you're really good at shooting the enemy weak point. And lastly, for the melee weapon, we have the best melee, which is the Frozen Northern Pike with the Frosty Blessing mod. This mod is really good because when we switch from our main weapon to the melee, and when alpha buffs disappear, then we will automatically get 10% HP restored. So this is pretty nice to have for extra health when you get in trouble. And by the way guys, this is the best melee weapon in the game by far. Then next up we have the armor, and we will be using the Shelter Gloves with the Elemental Overload mod. Then the Shelter Hat with the Deviation Expert mod, then Frost Tactical Vest with the Flame Resonance talents, then Shelter Mask with the Lingering Frost talent, then Shelter Pants with the Precision Charge mod. And as you can see, we are using the 4-piece shelter gear, so we will get a bunch of extra buffs. And finally, for the boots, we are wearing the Lone Wolf shoes with the Cover It Advanced mod. Most of our gear is built around increasing our weapon's damage, gain damage reduction, and have as much frost effect as possible, so we could do insane damage over time while having a decent survivability at the same time. One more massive thing we need to use specifically are the Cradle upgrades, and on the right side you can see all of them that I use, but the most important ones is the Tactical Combo, that increases our weapon's damage by 25% for the next 4 seconds, but only after we switch a weapon or reload it. Then the Agility, which after rolling it, will give us 15% damage reduction for 4 seconds. Then Bounty Hunter, which after we kill an unmarked enemy, our weapon's damage increases by 25%, which will last very long for 15 seconds. And lastly, we get the Master Tacticianer, which after using a tactical item, will give us a damage boost against bosses by 25% for the next 15 seconds. Then now let's take a look at the best deviant, and as there are many choices, so this is more of a personal preference. I really like the Polar Jelly, because he complements our build very well by continuously dealing frost damage to the surrounding enemies, while also increasing our damage, and if the Frost Vortex is formed, then it will also ice spike the enemy target. And finally, the choice of food is again up to each player. I really like the canned lunch meat because it is super easy to make and it will boost our max HP by 10%. But of course, if you want to maximize everything to the brim, then you can go with the damage increasing food, or anything else depending on what you are specifically doing. So, in a quick summary, if you are looking for a powerful damage over time build who deals insane damage and with even better gear could do millions of DPS, then this is the one for you. And with that said, I really do appreciate everyone for watching guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or suggestions, then feel free to leave your comments in the comment section down below. And while you're doing that, please click like, subscribe and enable that notification bell, so this way you could support the channel and not miss any more amazing content. With that said, you have an amazing day and I will see you in the next one, so take it easy, peace.